Hello, my name is Jesse Yo, and I am a PSW student at Georgian College. This assignment is for my science fiction class, and it is on the topic of fandoms. And the fandom that I have chosen is the fandom for Metroid. The Metroid fandom is a community run database that's aimed to create the best resource material for Metroid, a series of video games that's produced by Nintendo. Metroid consists of a series of video games that started with the original Metroid video game that was released in North America in August of 1987 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Metroid is set on the fictional planet Zebes and chronicles the missions of an intergalactic bounty hunter by the name of Samus Aran, who protects the galaxy from space pirates and their attempts to harness the power of fictitious organisms, especially the eponymous Metroids, by exposing them to beta rays and then use them as biological weapons to destroy Samus and all of those who oppose them. Upon Metroid's release, it was lauded by critics and gamers alike for its uniqueness and its differentiations from other video games that were released at that time. What made Metroid stand out from other video games, though? What made Metroid stand out was primarily because of its non-linear exploration-based adventure gameplay, its atmospheric isolation, permanent power-ups that were required for progression, and the groundbreaking twist of an ending at the end of the game when it's revealed to the player that Samus Aran is actually a woman, which was a rare and surprising occurrence. Metroid is not only popular because of its mainstream appeal, but its deep appreciation for its groundbreaking gameplay, immersive atmosphere, unique environmental storytelling, and its iconic female protagonist. Each of these points that I have stated, I will briefly explain. Its groundbreaking gameplay, with its nonlinear exploration, which, unlike many contemporary side scrolling games with linear progression, Metroid offered a large interconnected world on the planet Zebes that encouraged players to explore freely. The player had to take their own notes and draw their own maps in order to successfully complete the game. Progress depended on finding power ups and abilities, like the Morph Ball, that granted access previously inaccessible areas, a design that would later define the Metroidvania genre, which is still in use today for video games that we see. Its immersive atmosphere. Metroid excels in creating a sense of isolation and exploration of a hostile alien world. This is achieved through the evocative level design, an iconic and atmospheric soundtrack, and a focus on environmental storytelling. Where the lore is uncovered through scanning objects and observing the environment rather than extensive cutscene after cutscene. Its innovation and quality. The Metroid video game series has consistently delivered high quality, critically acclaimed games over the years. Examples of this include the Super Metroid video game and the Metroid Prime, and are frequently lauded as the greatest games of all time for their tight controls, their innovative mechanics like the first person perspective in the Prime series, and the refined gameplay. Its Western appeal. Metroid explores the science fiction and space marine themes and dark, mature tones that appeal strongly to Western gamers, offering a left turn to Nintendo's typically more colorful and family friendly franchises like the Mario Brothers, Pac Man, and The Legend of Zelda, just to name a few. And lastly, and my favorite point, is the protagonist herself, Samus Aran. When the plot twist was revealed at the end of the game, Metroid at the game that Samus Aran was a woman, she became the first major female protagonist in a video game series, which was groundbreaking at the time as she had a prominent and leading role within her video game and not just watching from the sidelines or being a damsel in distress like Princess Peach from Mario Brothers, Mrs. Pac-Man from Pac-Man, and Zelda from The Legend of Zelda, which were the only well known female video game characters at that time. Her identity as a powerful, solitary bounty hunter subverts expectations, challenges gender roles, and offers a compelling, strong character that fans can admire. And since Samus Aran's debut, she has been a symbol of independence and strength for female video game characters. As of September of 2012, Metroid has sold over 22 million video games. Although it is profitable and highly acclaimed, it is considered to be a mid range for Nintendo and a niche game compared to that of Nintendo's other video game franchises, such as Super Mario and The Legends of Zelda. Metroid has been known to evolve over the years. The evolution of Metroid video games is a testament to the franchise's enduring appeal and innovation. From the original Metroid that was released on the Nintendo Entertainment System to the latest Metroid Prime 4 Beyond game, the series has undergone significant changes in gameplay, design, and narrative. Here's a brief overview of the key milestones in the Metroid series. Metroid, that was released in 1987, was the first game in the series. It introduced the exploration focused gameplay that was a combination of both Mario and The Legend of Zelda. Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, which was released in 1991, the sequel was released as a Game Boy exclusive and it expanded on the original's mechanics and introduced new gameplay elements. It was darker themed than that of the original one. On this one, Samus was on a mission to commit genocide. Like its predecessor, it had a twist ending. Returning to her ship, Samus finds a Metroid egg. The Metroid hatchling emerges and it imprints itself onto Samus, thinking that she is its mother. Unable to commit to her mission of extermination, Samus spares its life, showing that Samus has some humanity in her. She exits the tunnels while the Metroid hatchling helps her clear the path. Reaching the planet's surface, Samus and the infant Metroid board the ship together and leave the world. For the Super Metroid video game that was released in 1994 on the Super Nintendo system, Super Metroid received more upgrades, such as Samus being to shoot in about 8 different directions, and improved graphics to make the interconnected worlds within the game perfected. The planet Zebus felt like a real planet with distinctive biomes, the hellish and jungle world of Brinstar, the underwater caverns of Meridia, and the lava filled depths of Norfair, each having their own visual identity. But the real genius behind this game was in its storyline, and like its predecessors before it, it had an ending, but instead of it being a twist ending, it had the most emotional ending. At the end of the Super Metroid game, just when it looks like it's the end for Samus, remember that infant Metroid hatchling that she saved from the second game? Well, it is now full grown and it comes in, intervenes, and it sacrifices itself to save Samus, as well as giving Samus the strength that she needs to destroy Mother Brain once and for all. The player then has about 3 minutes to get Samus back to her ship so she can get off of the exploding world. The Metroid series has also expanded to include various media, such as comics, manga adaptations, and soundtracks, further enriching the Metroid universe. The franchise's evolution is a reflection of Nintendo's commitment to creating engaging and innovative video games that resonate with players across generations. I will now add some examples of fandom work and that this fandom work has added to the Metroid franchise. While Nintendo rarely incorporates fan work directly into the official Metroid franchise due to intellectual property protection, a vibrant fan community has produced numerous notable and high quality creations. For fan movies, AM2R or Not Another Metroid 2 Remake, this perhaps is the most famous piece of Metroid fan work. It is an extensive, high quality fan made remake of the Game Boy game Metroid 2 The Return of Samus. Created in the style of the Metroid Zero mission, it gained significant and critical acclaim within the fan community for its polished and added features. Though it was eventually issued a cease and desist desist by Nintendo to protect their IP, Nintendo later released its own official remake, Metroid Samus Return, developed by the Mercury Stream. Metroid Planets is another fan remake of the original Nintendo Entertainment System Metroid game, offering quality of life improvements and enhanced graphics. Examples of fanfics are fanfiction pieces like Samus Aran Origins, which explores the backstories and fills in the gaps in the official canon, offering deeper dives into Samus's character and past. Fan art of Metroid. There is an immense amount of Metroid fan art available online, ranging from detailed illustrations to character design, showcasing the community's creativity and their love for the series. Cosplay of Metroid. Cosplay is a popular form of expression, with fans creating highly detailed and impressive replica of Samus' various power suits and her Zero suit. I will provide the links for each of them in my PowerPoint. The Metroid franchise holds significant importance within the science fiction genre, primarily through its groundbreaking contributions to video game design and its mature atmospheric handling of classic sci fi themes. Its groundbreaking gameplay mechanics, known as the Metroidvania genre, Metroid's most direct and lasting impact is its co founding of the Metroidvania subgenre of action adventure video games. This format, defined by a large, nonlinear, interconnected world map, forces the player to engage in solitary exploration and environmental puzzle solving. Progress is gated by acquiring new abilities that open previously inaccessible areas, a design that is heavily influenced in countless other science fiction and fantasy games. And its powerful female protagonist. When it's revealed at the very end of the original game that Metroid's protagonist Samus Aran is a woman, after throughout the game using male, he, his pronouns. This subverted expectations of male dominated industry and genre, presenting a capable and powerful female lead who is not only a damsel in distress, but a significant milestone for representation within the sci fi media. I will now discuss environmental storytelling. The series tells much of its storytelling through its environments, lore, and visual design rather than explicit dialogue or cutscenes, especially in the Prime subseries via the Scan Visor. This encourages players to actively discover the history of the world, a technique now common in many sci fi and fantasy games. In its isolation and its atmosphere, the game it excels at creating a palpable sense of isolation and foreboding. Players explore hostile alien worlds and derelict space stations with little to no interaction with other characters, fostering immersion in a foreign and dangerous environment. Alrighty. So, some fun facts about the Metroid franchise that was not mentioned earlier. The original gender reveal in the 1986 Metroid for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the instruction manual referred to the protagonist using male pronouns. The fact that Samus Aran was a woman was a twist ending, revealed if the player completed the game in under 5 hours. This made her one of the first major female protagonists in video game history. The look of the original Samus Aran after she takes her helmet off was inspired by Sigourney Weaver's character Ellen Ripley in the sci fi horror film Alien and its sequel, Aliens. Samer's character and appearance was heavily influenced by this character, the tough, capable protagonist in that series. The Metroid the origin of the Metroidvania. The series is so influential that alongside Kenomi's, I hope I said that right, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is credited for creating the Metroidvania genre, which is defined by a nonlinear exploration and ability gated progression. The Metroid franchise has left an undeniable mark on the video game landscape and science fiction as a whole. Key takeaways include the pioneering of a genre, the iconic protagonist, mastery of atmosphere. And in closing, Metroid is just more than just a video game series about a bounty hunter fighting off space pirates. It is a testament to the power and the thoughtful game design. Its focus on atmosphere over action, exploration over exposition ensures its legacy as a unique and influential pillar of both the gaming and science fiction genres. This series creates to inspire dedicated fan creations from detailed cosplays, proving that Samus Aran's adventures remain as captivating today as they were decades ago. I thank you very much for viewing this presentation.